don't you wish there was a Back to the Future 4? Well, I guess this will be the closest we'll ever get to it. It certainly is.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa, okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Beep. Have to censor it.
Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, I think we all know the answer to this one.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ah, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Something's not right.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Why isn't it in your pocket? I mean, you just pulled a great big ruler out of it.
What's in the box?
Don't touch that. It's plutonium.
Plutonium?
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
Well, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z and E equals...
Doc, something's way off here.
Something's definitely wrong.
Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
You're always late. Tidy McFly. Can't believe he's been wearing those clothes since 1985. I want the cat clock.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right to...
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just
Butthead.
remembering. I miss Einstein.
We all miss Einstein.
Hey, let me!
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Butthead. Hope it doesn't shoot me in the arm.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
There's nothing wrong with swimming around a teapot. I do it all the time.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Yeah, like that would ever happen. get out of the way. Hello, McFly.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Deja vu. How do I get to this one? Like that. Why are you going over here? That's not what I clicked on.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Yeah, I do wonder why he didn't take a crap ton of clocks with him. Whoa, rock and roll.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Let's go see what the butthead's doing. Seriously?
Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew.
No, it smells like marijuana.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give
It's
the old
made of
carp something
cardboard.
new to nibble on.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah? So?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse, for old time's sake?
I think I'll keep it.
Give it here, Biff.
Yeah, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
I don't remember him being so nasty.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Nothing came out, so you got nothing to worry about.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
Yeah,
You
Biff,
got it, Mr. McFly.
butthead.
Hey, Biff.
Yeah, let's insult his intelligence.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
No, just dumb.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Wow, tough crowd.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Whoa.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
Never mind.
I think we need to appeal to his taste somehow. What's this?
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Maybe we can stick it up Biff's. Hang on a sec. Let's go over here for a sec. What's that doing in there?
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Iron things out? Seriously? You're the one running the sale. I bet it was you.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
Told
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
Seriously? I mean, he did burn his house down for insurance money, but I don't think he's dishonest.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Too late.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
Aren't Doc's clocks all synchronized? They all seem to be showing different times.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Burn?
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me. Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. He found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Maybe if we just go up to him and say, "Hey you, get your damn hands off that book." Nah. Let's try the guitar amp.
Let's make some noise.
Yeah, now we're talking. Crank it up.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look! It's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
I wouldn't do that, Biff.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Whoa!
Wow.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Doc, where are you?
Don't you mean when are you? That's probably him now. Wait, didn't that get destroyed? Oops.
Doc?
Probably another timeline. That'll cause a paradox.
Einstein! Where'd you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
How is it the same DeLorean?
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
That's the same thing.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Wait, what? Why would you put it in your pocket?
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime, and that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you've come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on.
Yeah,
Crap!
Biff
Oh, great.
messed up those
How am I supposed to
time
find him now?
circuits. Old Biff broke the time circuits with his cane, trying to get it to work. So this is not the same DeLorean? Is this a new DeLorean?
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look for Doc.
Let's talk to Mr. Einstein.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Really? That bad? That was weird.
Nah.
Okay. Try something else. scent on it. Okay.
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Alright, we'll try the shoe. That looks like a lady shoe, though.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something! Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
I don't know, maybe you got a sex change in the future. Okay, let's go in there.
I guess there's time for a quick game. Okay, now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Starbase 0. I hope Jimmy's fixed the Wild Gunman machine.
Wild Gunman. Gotta use your hands. It's like a baby's toy. I don't remember this being here. They must have just put it in. It was like a stationary something here.
I see
whoa.
you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
What a bitch.
On second thought, I don't really want to go in there.
I do.
A1 liquor. I like the new bars Mr. Figgins put on the windows. Very secure.
Yeah, just like the bars Jennifer had on her house in the other timeline.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
That's a good point.
It's locked.
Let's try the buzzer. Mr. Strickland lives here.
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get
Must be
along
his
now!
wife.
Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young
Obviously.
man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Not a hooligan, I'm a slacker.
State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Yeah, let's ask who she is.
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
Well, at least you got the slacker part right.
State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein
Can I skip that?
here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
It's my, well... Giggity. Meh.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want
Throw
with
it at her, throw it at her.
Huh? Stay there!
Okay, it's definitely her shoe then. What was she doing in Doc's car?
Leave that creature outside!
Leave you outside.
Sorry, Einstein.
Poor Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it
Damn, that's a
ages
big
ago.
ass.
You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan.
And a
I
sucker.
try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
The gas isn't...
Have a seat, Sonny.
Order alert.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
What a bitch. Oh, she's a cat woman too.
what are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
That explains a lot. Is that...
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it.
Well, obviously you've never seen the extras on the Blu-ray, Marty. Let me explain. In the original climax of the film, where Marty knocks out Buford, he ends up in the manure, and the deputies come along and they say, "You're under arrest for robbing the Pine City stage." Well, originally, he was supposed to say, "You're under arrest for the murder of Marshall Strickland." Because in a deleted scene, Marshall Strickland tried to stop him from coming to town to do the gunfight. Buford got the drop on him and threatened him and his son to leave. Otherwise, he'd shoot them. So they turned around and Buford shot him in the back. Not before telling his son, before he died, he said, "Remember that word, son? Discipline." And I believe that boy was Mr. Strickland's father. So, what's in the other
Jeez,
picture?
they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Up their ass. Oh, candy.
Oh, the candy looks older than I am.
Ooh.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Well, let me have a look.
Hey, there's Jennifer's mom coming out of the market.
Mrs.
naked?
Parker? I find it curious that she always uses the same strapping red-headed bag boy. Don't you?
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Let's have another look.
Looks like the clock tower repairs have stalled out again.
Oh, the wheels of justice grind slowly, but exceedingly fine. Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
Okay. If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
One more.
Man, you can see everything in the town square through these, can't you?
Everything, Mr. Necking in the parking lot last Thursday, McFly.
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
I can tell you multiple things wrong with everything she just said then. She got a cat. She definitely has a cat somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Challenge accepted.
Miss Pretty Whiskers? Miss Pretty Whiskers? Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Wait. Touch everything I want.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, you can see everything in the town square through these, can't you?
Everything, Mr. Necking in the parking lot last Thursday, McFly.
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Hey, where's my tea?
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video video store.
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Wait, they didn't have video stores back then, so how could it go up in the following year?
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
See?
Following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out! Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Oh my god. Just throw her out the window.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things.
Penis?
Is that?
Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Tiff Tannen? That's Biff's daughter.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
She couldn't possibly have every newspaper from the 19th century there. Unless it was released yearly. Where's my tea? Why is it so hard to control this?
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Yeah. F-U-C... Hey, wait a minute, if we know where the speakeasy was...
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Well, obviously it was burnt down a year before they built the video store. Wait a minute.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Yeah, you just move your big butt in the kitchen. Ow,
Let's
I looked
see.
through this.
Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
set your house on fire. Dad!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
There's a DeLorean there? You didn't even notice that? Alright, what BS are we gonna tell him? Yeah.
It's, my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
Damn straight.
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
You didn't even get
Ready to
freaked
go,
out
Einstein?
at the DeLorean. Okay, if I remember correctly, time circuits on.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxing.
Fluxing. We enter the date, say you want to witness the birth of Christ, or the signing of the Declaration of Independence, or the red letter date.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Oh, it's still messed up. Hope he doesn't run into a truck coming the other direction. Happen to be the same sign from... Yeah, it is.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Watch history repeat itself. Oh, hot chick. Saw that coming. Isn't it that chick from before that looked at him with the shoe? Hey, there she is.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
We can't say that. That'll freak her out.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell them, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what?
Really?
Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, there's nothing better than what Clint Eastwood said. Speaking of him, Harry Callahan. That's Dirty Harry. Corleone from The Godfather, and don't know who that is. Well, I think we'll stick with tradition here. Go with Clint Eastwood.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
What?
I know, I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Oh yeah, that's her.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
She's still a bitch. Well, if we go in here, we probably only get a haircut. We can only be in there for 30 minutes due to the corona outbreak.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
Majestic Arms. Transients welcome.
Isn't this where Edna lived?
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Okay, we can't go that way. Oh, we can run. Stationery. Yeah, I knew there was a stationery here.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
Alright, the sound quality of that recording was pretty bad. It's like they just stuck the microphone into an actual store in real life. And we'll use that.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
How'd they fit a speakeasy into a tiny little spot like that?
Hello?
No solicitors!
I'm not a solicitor. Wait, it's a law office. Why wouldn't a solicitor be allowed in a law office?
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
Zemeckis and Gale.
Bank of Italy?
I don't know. It seems to be scratched out.
Bank of Italy?
scratching there with the tree. There's Einstein. Oh my god, the controls are going nuts. Hey little buddy.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Let's see if you can smell that dog.
Hey, Einie, come here for a sec, boy.
Okay. Oh my god, what's with these controls?
Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan? Right. But what?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Yes, I do.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc. You're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Psst, Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
How do you remember this phone number after 50 years?
It's a mnemonic for a dirty punchline I learned when I was 12. Now, get to the soup kitchen and find out where I am.
I want to know that punchline.
How do you remember this phone number after 50 years?
It's a mnemonic for a dirty punchline I learned when I was 12. Now, get to the soup kitchen and find out where I am.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Jules and Vern.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Yeah, let me tell you about the 2020s, Doc. Hey, that's what I want to know.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
is for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
That makes sense.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
Obviously, the almanac incident didn't teach him anything.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Einie almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Wait a minute, that makes sense. Alright. When the time circuits were malfunctioning, he said, damn, I gotta get them fixed. They went back to 1885, January 1st, and then another year in the future. It kept going backwards and forwards. And when the DeLorean was struck by lightning, he got sent to January 1st, 1885. So obviously, the copy of the DeLorean got sent to the other time as well. That would explain a lot.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the Speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Oh, we didn't start the fire.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that Speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Judging by his sudden remembering of stuff and forgetting things, he's got some kind of Asperger's.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Alright, we'll go into the soup kitchen, which... Wait, wasn't this the theatre? Just trying to think. Down there was, down the other end where we came from, the transient thingy. That was Lou's. So I think this was the theatre where they were showing that Ronald Reagan film. Because the Caltex was across the road.
McFly!
Deja vu.
Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Now
scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Now this might have been Lou's, or the Cafe Eddie's. That guy looks like a Looney Tunes character.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who I say he's calling.
The courthouse? Doc never told me you worked at the courthouse.
That must have been his father. Why wouldn't it? Oh.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Okay, that...
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Cue ball. He reminds me of that guy from... You know... Hey, Muggsy. Come here. You know, from Bugs Bunny?
Okay. Hey, never mind. Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Yeah, he just said nice rack. What's this?
The kitchen's for management only, Rummy.
Whoa!
Yeah, whoa. Hey, how come he didn't see us try and get through that door? Pipe.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Maybe, but I'm more interested where it goes out here. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. Oh my god, these controls suck.
Touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Harry Callahan.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectations.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
I want to go in there. Where's he going?
That's Newton. But how many Newtons are required to maintain...
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter. Very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
You can't go in there. No solicitors.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
E equals MC square?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Callahan, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! Now I'm
Maybe there's something we can use in the inventory. Sciencey.
And for one. Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Alright, so he wasn't weirded out by a cassette deck. Maybe you know, ask Doc. Maybe he's got some advice. Maybe he knows his dark secret. Oops.
Psst, Doc!
Morty! How goes the escape plan?
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, okay, that was a fluke.
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
it'll be fine.
You could have just said that.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Doc.
Well, looks like the Tannens are always giving the McFlys trouble. No, there's young Doc again. Nah, you know what, we'll just wait for him.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Oh, maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe
mama.
H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
You know what? That seems logical.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Shine my shoes? Yeah, well, I think we really need it.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Yeah, how about now?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. If it'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
Shh! It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Or a Glasgow smile. Edna. Do I talk to her? Or just steal her bike?
Nice bike. Huffy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate. Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind.
You didn't call it a mongoose.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Try not to attract attention.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Dodson! Dodson! We got Dodson here! No one cares.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Would someone please think of the children? Where is this soup kitchen anyway?
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
Especially now.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Yeah, I could probably deliver it. Maybe.
Yeah, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
Yo, mama. Yeah,
The insane asylum.
Whose inmates are crazy for soup. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
We're supposed to follow her? Mr. Donnelly? Mr. Dabalina? Mr. Dabalina? There's another soup barrel there.
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Yeah. Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Maybe we can grab the soup through that door there. Oh, cool. So that's the special soup. Probably alcohol. No Nope, can't reach it.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
How about you help me out, Doc? Oh dear. That ain't good. See what happens when you mess with the timeline?
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Flower pot, maybe? What's this? Crummy soup.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
Tastes like crap.
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribollita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Cocaine? Marijuana? Oh, you can't go wrong with paprika.
Paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
Charlie Bucket always had cabbage soup. He never complained. Wait a minute, he moved the shelf. Hang on a second.
Eureka!
I've just had a brain fart. Hang on. Remember when the elevator went down when he did that? Oh, look at that. Oh.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
Oh, well, that solves that
I'll
problem.
tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Let's go see what Doc did with this door. I probably bypassed something doing that.
Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job.
So what are we supposed to do with that door?
Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right, that might explain the elevator. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Why can't he just speak normally? Alright, so let's see what's...
Pretty neat, Doc.
Okay, what are we supposed to do in here?
Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
So what are they supposed to do? I don't know, I'll figure it out afterwards. Whoa, how did you get behind me? Alright, better get that soup off Edna.
Looks pretty sturdy. For a girl's bike.
It's a little girl's bike. Throw that bike over there. You don't want someone tripping over it in the dark.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
Oh, that's right. We can get her to do the delivery.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit for my soup cycle?
It's just these three. Nothing here for Doc's house.
Never mind, I'm wrong. The pool hall isn't a charity.
Certainly not.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Yeah? Nah. Oh, look at that.
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. And the offer couldn't have come at a better moment. It's almost time for the meeting to begin.
Yeah, what?
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Oh, he does.
I got a book.
That might be machine gun fire on that sign.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
Like, what? Tell us.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Could get electrocuted too. Shot in the back. Hit with a pie plate. Oh wait, that didn't happen here.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
The dog could track him?
about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Sounds like a Tannen.
That's a Tannen, all right. We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Harry Callahan!
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something here that Arnie can track him with. I don't know, maybe the photo of George McFly?
It's a good idea, but I already know where my dad is. And when.
Let's... I'm going to talk to this Tannen.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Yep.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee, and he's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you're Mr. Spy.
Yeah, you want 2 coats of wax or just the one? Wait a minute.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Yeah, that would work.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Oh, Tannen's definitely gonna fall for that one.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
I think I did. Look out!
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Run.
Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey!
The old Tannen stepped in the poo.
Al! Fix me up!
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Yeah, I like how he just threw the hat at Doc, assuming that he didn't have a peanut allergy and change his future. Where's that poo? Oh, it's gone. Oh, wait. Einstein. Let's see if the peanuts are still there. Ah, peanuts aren't there. Bloody controls. Alright. Oops. Smell the hat, Arnie.
Hey, Arnie, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Wait a minute, isn't this...
Huh, deja vu.
Yeah. It's the billiards parlor. Can't go in though.
Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
God, I hope Edna's not here.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
I'm your density?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time.
Rude. Well, what do you think?
Need any help?
Never mind.
Hey, let's give him his hat back.
What now?
Want your hat back?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Why don't you give it to him and put the subpoena inside it?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
Let's talk to him some more.
Someone's playing tricks on me.
Need any help?
Yes.
Never mind.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
Because I said so. Yeah.
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
Let's kick the friggin' door in. What do you think, Arnie?
We'll take it from here.
Let's go see if Edna will help us. I hope he's still not pissed about his peanuts.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches! Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order! Don't make me angry, Smucko! Get down here and face the music!
Maybe we can throw something at him.
You can't get away
This
that
hat belongs
easy.
to my grandfather.
Nobody puts one over on...
Throw a book
Kid
at him.
Tannen and lives to tell about it.
Doc's notebook
You're
doesn't belong to
deadbeat,
them.
twerp! Better start composing
I
your
don't think
epitaph
so.
now, cause I'm gonna
I
carve
really don't
it
think
into
you need
your
to know the Brown
face
family phone number.
in bullets. Get down here! What do you think
Throw
you're
it.
doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! You're only making it worse for yourself. The longer you stay up there, the longer I'm gonna take a vacuum. You waiting your guts.
I don't think that picture's gonna do anything but
Eviscerate.
confuse people.
That's what I said. So if you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell down from there. You listening?
I don't think that picture's gonna
I'm
do
a
anything
patient
but
guy,
confuse
but
people.
my trigger finger's getting itchy.
I don't think they're in a
So I'm
talkative
counting
mood
to
right
three.
now.
One,
I don't think they're in a talkative mood right now.
Tree.
I know what comes after two, dummy.
Just trying to help, boss.
Let me do the counting. Now, where was I?
Tree.
You know what? Forget counting. Just get the hell down here and take what you got coming, okay? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Crumbum.
I don't think they're in a
Get the hell
talkative
off
mood
of
right
there
now.
and take your punishment like a man. Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order!
Einstein! Help!
Kill them!
Lay off! Get away
Get
from me,
out
you
of-
crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey! Where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Should pick the tape recorder at him. Where's Doc?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course, because he was a patent officer just like you.
Oh yeah, he was.
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
Oh wait, I just figured it out. Wait, which way? Which way did we come? What was that? Yeah, glitching in the background there. Which way to Artie's thingy? Oh, we went past the prison, that's right. Get down from there, oh, you know what? Just bloody controls. The tape recorder.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
Who's he calling scrawny?
Yeah. Oh wait, we gotta use the doorbell first.
Maybe not.
Oh, it's not gonna work. Oh wait. Yep, there we go. Pizza delivery, I see.
What now?
There we use the tape recorder?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Is your hat?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Okay. Give him the subpoena.
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
He's not even holding it.
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
There it
You
is.
can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Can I give him his hat back now?
Oh, I hate doing stuff like that. But I won't have to much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Oh, right.
190 proof by ass. What do we do now? Let's go tell Doc about everything.
Psst, Doc. I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
You got any words of wisdom for talking to Edna?
Just play along with her. She may seem like a harmless kook, but she's got a journalist's nose for news.
Yeah, I need...
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Oh, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
That's right, because he had the rejuvenation clinic, so it made him... Made him 30 years younger. Which was just an excuse so he wouldn't have to wear the prosthetic in the movie, because he was actually allergic to it in real life.
Hang in there, Doc.
Well, hang on, it's already at the Brown residence, so we'll go and talk to Emmett, Doc, young Emmett. These oh my god, we'll just walk across the street.
But couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know.
Titanium.
Gas, maybe?
Gasoline? Pfft, yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
So why didn't Edna deliver it then?
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Yes.
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right! They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Wait there! Harry! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
Duh.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but a Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
Oh, we'll kill him. This problem solved.
So get your dad a pair of earplugs.
I can't tell my father to wear earplugs.
Yes, we can.
What's wrong with a little noise? It'll be like a party.
My Pop is not the partying type.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
Oh, he's such a nasty piece of work.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait!
Who is this Dr. McCoy?
You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on!
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Does for me.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Oh, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Got it.
Cool.
No, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Wow, it's a mini game. Yeah, repeat it in English.
Emmett, why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Gordon's
Fancy
alive?
Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the... What? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
It says like Prince Fault.
Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
I understood that.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
This thing. That was easy to understand.
A room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start!
Fire.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
Bacteria maybe? Yeah, that's it.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
What?
Don't you turn your back on me!
That was gas. Okay, let's see.
No idea what kind of pressure I'm
Pressure.
under.
Oh, that says pressure, so it's pressure.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? I don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Oh, the fish food.
Know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
What's that? That's the fed thing. Oh, stuffed up.
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father.
This is an epic argument.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
Oh, that's a bladder.
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Valve.
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
Stop being such a crank.
Trying to spin this argument around to my failings.
Know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Pressure.
Why are you always bellowing at me?
Bellowing this thing.
Name
That's
one
a
great
bellows.
thing ever generated by a lawyer.
Generator electricity.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Food.
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. I know what's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Scatter. Maybe this?
I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Barrow's hit. I'm going in.
You okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago.
Yeah, I did it.
No!
What?
Eureka!
Yeah, it was a bit of a
Now
shock
all we
to
gotta
me.
do is fuel up the old rocket power drill, and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Harry, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
I'd feel really bad lying to him. 6 weeks? They'd buy some time.
In about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it.
Oh, he's sad.
I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
Keep the throttle at about 8.
Like 88.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Why did this change the timeline? Oh, I hope it sets her on fire.
Harry! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
You do that. What the?
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now?
Rocket bike. Yeah, that looks a lot like the vents from the DeLorean.
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
Convenient. I was thinking exactly the same thing, Marty. Rockets explode. Turbines to power.
Alright, I'm coming,
power
Doc.
Speed. million cents. What a rip. Oops. How the wheel's not even turning.
You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Alright, so, can we pick the lock? Oh, wait, which side's the driver on? Probably a bolt comes here. What do we pick up? Tire iron. Oh, I see. We can't go back that way.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
What did he say? Did he say careful or careful?
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
Yeah, he said be careful.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
Yes, E.T.
Kid? What's he doing here?
We're trying to grab the almanac again.
Keys. How do I get him?
Well, obviously we're going to be on the other side.
Keys. The window's shut tight.
Maybe we could just break the window.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Maybe we can pick the lock.
No good. The window's shut. Not sure what that...
Oops.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Why can't you just say something long?
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
I'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Give me this hubcap if you give me the keys.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Never know until you try it. Maybe we can freak him out.
Not sure what that... It's an antenna. It's a hubcap.
What's this?
Ah, now that's just not fair. Brown Estate, Klondike 51038.
555? Gotta be a fake number.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
Who's he calling scrawny? Keys! Keys!
What's that?
Keys! Keys!
What?
I need a distraction!
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those cars!
Get off my lawn!
What are you trying to do? Kill me? I object to your tone of voice! And I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable! Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver! Don't ignore me!
You! Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
It's because you're old and you streak. Figure it out. Oh wait, the keys.
Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
Wait a minute. It ain't a pie plate, but it will do.
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Let's shoot him in the head. Wait, no, I was aiming for Doc.
This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
What?
Got any ideas?
Doesn't, but none of them are applicable to this situation!
So what do we do now?
I was hoping you knew!
Why couldn't your younger self have built us a hoverboard?
They won't be invented for another 84 years!
I gotta correct you, they will never be invented.
Doc, the throttle!
Why? Oh!
Oh, he is.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
It doesn't have bikes.
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Well, that was interesting. Well, there was Tom Wilson that voiced Biff Tannen. Oh, they thank me too. Well, that was interesting. Well, I think we're done for the night. So what we got? Must be a making of. Well, I haven't got time to play the rest of these. Alright. Hope everyone's good with this pandemic. See you later.